Welcome to Biomutant. It's a new day to you. Might as well enjoy it. Where it cuts. It was quite a while ago someone called that home. The cranks need to be unturned in the right order. Even more brains. The Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long? Look up, not down. Keep your eyes on the end. Those are the kind of things you need. Sky's turning purpler? Are you scared yet? It's getting dark. Can't be too many days like this left at the rate the world is ending. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery. When... Looks like some solid wood scrap there. It's a fine way to ride. This place is called Spurftop. The fur dresser named Trim hangs out here. Let's see. He seems glad you're developing your own fur style. Can't be shy about who you are when the world's about to end. Says the world's broken. Not sure if it can be fixed, but it's going to be a bouncy ride either way. Says you've blazed a path to a place where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. So, which way will it be? He can see you have a steadfast heart. You know the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, like he does with his clippers. Trim says anyone who doesn't know their history is like a tree without roots. You need to remember who you are and where you came from. Wonders if you ever think about your place in the world, whether you wear your fur short or long. It's about how well your insides match your outsides, right? Right, it makes you feel more like yourself, whoever that is. Figures we might have more styles in our futures. The world still has some good time left in it. Knows you've been working to make things better. Says it's good you're working with the Myriad tribe. As crazy as the world is now, he confesses that tribes with more fur are more his style. Likes how they sit still for their fur dressing. Thinks you're more important than whoever you're working with, though. You're the one who gets things done. Says visitors been far and a few. No one seems to prioritize a hair cute these days. It's barbarism at its worst. He thinks everybody seems occupied with the fact the world's going under. He presents himself as Trim. Says he'll take care of you and that hairstrosity. Says he got tired of seeing so many scruffy fur miseries uglifying the world. He's got one little problem. His clipper fingers have rusted due to the contamination, and without them, his whole existence is hanging by a hair. His friend Juju should have a pair of clipper fingers to spare, as he's mostly on the zigzagger nowadays. Maybe you could snag it from him. He doesn't know who gave you your Frankencut, but he'll upstyle it and give you a #1 pop mop in no time. Just fetch him the clipper fingers. If you get him the clippers, he'll make you gorgeous. It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right. You almost slipped past the village of Flibberdit. Remembers when there was enough nature out there that animals could feed themselves just fine. Rescued a bunch of squips, but can't find enough food for them. Seems silly that these critters are so picky, but would you help find some squip food for them? They're called pips. Squips love them. Says the squips are wicky picky, but you should be able to find their food. Just collect enough of the pips and drop them in their cage. The squips are getting hungrier by the second. Thinks you'd be a great squip keeper yourself someday. Day's wasting. Get to work while you can. The daytime makes it harder for things to sneak up on you. Pick your path carefully by whatever you can see. Pebble says you've made him feel confident now that you've found a safe place for him to go later on down the line. Pebble says he's in your debt now that you've spent so much of your precious time helping him out. He's found many unexplored areas on his expeditions, but many required prying to squeeze in. So, now that you have the right tool, you should be able to pry stronger and better and access places you couldn't get into before. You probably felt it was bendy in the wrong way when you tried it on some doors. He promises it'll be strong enough now. Pebble is always ready to help. Says it's better to keep stable, and though you might mean well, unstable things tend to break. Thinks the Myriad tribe has the most loyal acolytes. Says you should take it easy. Pebble is always ready to help. Has heard you laughed at the Western World Eater. Hopes to see you again soon. Pebble is always ready to help. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Should have brought gloshes for sloshes. This mount has quite a bounce to it. There's a monolith right there. Keep your eyes out for Nono. Move before it decides to have lunch. Fate is funny that way, but it won't always make you laugh. So much damage. The Surfsea Grotto, a good place to chill. Don't forget the past. Learn from it. Oh, painful. almost too easy. It's far away. Juju's shop is here somewhere.
Tumma, se hindi.
Juju is just thrilled to finally meet you. Even in these darkest days when the spotlights are growing dim, you're like a fresh outfit. Complains that not as many care about style anymore now that the world is hurtling toward its doom. Thinks you have the power to steer the fate of the world one way or the other. He wants you not only to save it, but to look fabulous doing so. He knows you have the heart of a hero. He just wants you to look like one too. He tells you to dig deeper into your past and remember how it's all stitched together. You need to follow that thread to figure out who you are and where you're going. Wonders if you ever think about how things might be if you'd chosen one style over another. It's amazing how even a single switch stitch in the right spot can change things. It's a lot easier to change outfits than to change your life. Likes how the world seems to be getting its act together. Been sliding down too long. Thanks you for darning up the whole holes in the world. It's not a perfect world, but it's the only one that fits. Thinks it's good you're working with the Myriad. The Sifu there has the best taste in styles. That's because he prefers the outfits he makes himself. But that's enough about them. He wants to talk about him. He wonders if you can see it too. The common threads that have sewn everyone together through the years. They're all broken. But fortunately, he's good at smoothing things over, choosing things that are chic and glossing the aesthetics. Most come here to get relief from how ugly the world has become. He works a lot with mood, be it good or bad. Says we bury our dead in their best, not their worst. Why should the end of the world be any different?
Anihilluto. Tumma, se hindi.
Some even think what he does is magic, changing the way you feel with style. That's how he got his nickname, Juju. He's been zigzagging all night. He has a fibre he needs to get done, but he's run out of bobbin. Now his reputation is hanging by a thread. He needs to thread the needle, but the only spare bobbin he knows about, well, he saw it attached to a kite flying free in the wind. He'll do what he can for you if you get him that bobbin. Says it's good to know such a wonderful patron of fashion.
Bet you can see clearly now. The dark will never hurt you, not like that.
No, you'll find other ways.
Sounds like someone's guilty of hurting feelings.
I do not feel guilty about that. Wait, Emmy.
There are shadows forming again. That's an upsy-dups. Good for learning how to haul up. Each new day means new chances. It soars like a kite, so it reeled that in. Juju will be pleased to see you manage to get hold of a bobbin, even though it's the unconventional kind. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending.
sa.
Min bailen vegan.
Juju is thrilled over the bobbin and the fact that he'll be able to finish the fibre.
Din singel man.
He believes couture can do that for you, you know. Change the way you feel and also change the way others feel about you.
Boat and tangvi.
He's prepared something for you while you were away. Do you want it to fit your mood or do you want a change of heart?
Nyan hayo.
Fashion can help you define mood, and this should make you more menacing.
Gayon yung bang.
That's what he wants you to feel when you wear it.
Niyong yung niyoga. Wengu.
He's invested in helping you look your best. Nice topper. He's invested in helping you look your best. Says it feels strange to see you wandering about. Says the tree of life's health is that of the world. Says you're welcome back. He's invested in helping you look your best. Understands you have other places you need to go. He's invested in helping you. Came out on top. Let's see. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention. Good hit. knock it down, Tony. Great shot. Just what you were looking for. You don't get to wander below ground like this every day. Says it's about time you figure out you can't avoid helping anymore. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Better to be on top of a mount than standing behind it. Despite the fact that Clipper Fingers are in safe hands, he's still lacking something to make his hairsenal complete. Trim's embarrassed. Now he can cut, but he's out of dye. A bad furdo is a shame to you and him both, and you can't have that, can you? He once found some leftover cans of sput dye near the concrete wall paint sites, and they'd do the trick. This time he promises. Just come back with a can of sput dye and he'll give you that fresh coat you deserve. You're so delightful. He should give you some extra fur shine.
Everything's so bright.
I mean, sure, if you like that sort of thing.
Just close your eyes if reality's too much for you.
You're too much for me.
Only because you're not used to watching a winner.
Trim thinks you're still good-looking. Seems surprised you have to go. It's time to create your own path. Hazards. Flat hat. Just stay down. Imagine being stuck in the woods forever time. Put an end to him. Super effective. Hard to tell how deep down you are. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery. Every leaf is worth your attention.
Sina. Oh, Tepano.
Now that the spuck dyer is in the can, Trim says you can colour him prepared. Trim is grateful you've put him back in Bizbiz, and as a token of his gratitude, he wants to do something for you. And this time he says it's going to be for free. He suggests a full updo, promises to not only give you a new fur style, but a whole new kind of lifestyle. Wants to say thank you, but also can't wait to have his work on proud display with someone so famous. Trim's got his wits about him for you.
Gira Mugabo. Mena ako dera. Pa, neno kasi ba?
Happy you went down to the Subnautica station and finally met Goop. A monolith like that means the potato people aren't far away. Cut that one in half. Of course, at night there's no shadow. Or it's all shadow, you know what I mean. Might be a good idea to hole up for a bit now it's getting dark. If you're tired, maybe find a place to rest. Wonders if Goop's so goofy from spending all that time on the goo. Says you'll meet again. Complains it's heart-busting raising young ones when the world end leaves no future for them. But they think Maytimes collecting a set of pets might help them hold up. They're too busy watching the young ones to find them critters to pet, but maybe you have the time spare. Says there are wee creatures called scrips that are perfect. Claims those petables are all over the place. Just gotta scoop 'em up. Once you get enough critters for each kidling, that should be plenty. Without enough critters, the kidlings get stanky cranky. Says you're the kind of end friend they all need. Look how happy those scrips are. Look how happy those scrips are. So cool that the kidlings got their pets. Lots of love to roll around. So cool that the kidling... This is no time for sleep. You can taste the salt in the air. Yeah, the future is in your hands, so take care of it. The float boat used to see lots of traffic, but that's dwindled over time.
Falata.
Can't believe you're actually working on the world. Most would be happy to stuff themselves silly while they wait to see what happens.
Ala hababa.
Says he likes to bring the heat up enough to bake. Helps pass the time. Wonders how you manage to feel like you can make a difference still. And if you're going to try, which way will you try to sway things? You think you can save the world, but the world is so much bigger than you, than all of us.
Jacinto.
After all, the problems of the Tree of Life are so much bigger than those that live within it. What can anyone really do?
Jacinto.
Says life is like a meal when there's too much to eat. You decide to eat.
Asa.
Then maybe you keep the kitchen open. Maybe you can find someplace else.
Sagip fala.
Looks like you decided to start working the kitchen yourself.
Hitukusuma.
You could have just sat there and waited for more food, but you wanted to cook.
Traitu.
Heard you break bread with the myriad. He still remembers how much they liked the meal he made for them.
La cima vukug akutu.
It was the biggest feast he ever made. So good.
Kariha ahikututo.
But who you dine with isn't as important as what you eat, right?
Kasaka.
Says he has a lump in his tum-tum. That's how it's been since the world turned, but he's convinced you can make the burble go away. You need cue keys, you and him both. They are the sweetest little bit of comfort food. His mookies in particular are nom-nom.
Fluka.
His balanced diet is a cue key in each hand, and his are bite-sized and personal. Nothing ticky-tacky or lumpy about them, oh no.
Ka.
Figures it's a lack of a steady cue key supply.
Fluka.
Lump says the only thing he can make now are uncookies. No one likes uncookies, but his oven won't heat up without a new spark plug.
Lions hikuta.
Gizmo taught him how to unscrew spark plugs from motor drives under the hood of wheel wrecks. Doing that should be even easier for you.
Tusum fata.
As soon as he gets a spark plug, he'll make a special bakey just for you. A cue-key a day keeps the sadness away.
Lions hikuta.
Thanks you for doing all you can for his tum-tum.
Dark flees before light.
Oh, no need to shout.
There is when you're running so far away.
I'm still here.
Not for long if I have anything to do with it.
This place is like one big secret that keeps unfolding. Feels like a monster's lair down here. Made to be broken. What a blow! Busting heads. Ah, these islands are gorgeous. Just line up those nodes and yank it out. Careful it doesn't spark you. You got the plug. You're the one in charge now. Lump is heated, oven fired up and all. Should be enough spark to keep it going until the end of the world. Now that the oven is sparking hot, it's time to bake. To be worthy of sweets, you must have tasted bitters, and he can see you've had a fair share. Sadly, his supply of whiffle dust is gone with the wind. That means he can't bake the special cookies he wanted, disco biscuits. Get him some whiffle dust, and he'll make a fresh biscuit for you. The quickest way to get a little dust is from the village where he made his last guest bake. There should be some left in their oven. Says his biscuits are worth a dust-up. Lump says there are still things left over. Glad to see you out and moving about in the daylight.
Asa.
says you should take care.
Kasaka.
Lump says there are still things left over. Wonders why you work so hard. It's enough just to keep things the way they are. Wonder if the hoof puff's as awful as its reputation.
Sankipfala.
Wouldn't be surprised if you met again.
Tusumfata.
Lump says there are still things left over.
Ala hababa.
Says you'll meet again. Better perk your ears up. Darkness doesn't hurt sound. This is Hobbydunk, a homey little village. What a... For some, the night brings terror. Let's see. Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the way. Says this is the go-to place if you like a good deal. Got what you wanted. Ought to be some whiffle dust nearby. Look for an oven. Never know what's hiding out in the dark. Yearns for the days when bandits didn't just gang up and attack you out of the blue, if such times ever existed. Bandits have been attacking around here, and they're coming back soon. Without your help, they're all going to get ended fast. They couldn't count them all, but maybe that tells you enough right there. Says they need help defending against the bandits. Don't go far. Please get ready for when the attack comes. It'll be dead fast. If you leave them alone, they're all dead, for sure. Says that's more than they could beg for. Crushing it. Who could stand against that? That'll come in handy. Couldn't. Says it used to be you could enjoy a day without worrying about the world end and the bad bugs that come with it. Someone should clomp stomp the dark-dwelling gnats. They're so awful. The gnats are so awful they make it impossible to get around at night. Says these can't be slapped dead. Need a slam hammer to be sure. Points out they're dark-dwelling gnats. Look for them in the dark, smarty. Once they're gone, you can walk around in the dark parts again. Till then, better keep to the light than fight. Says they can't wait to enjoy the night sight again. So relieved you finally de-lifed those dark-dwelling gnats. Phew. They are so grateful you didn't leave them to die. You have a chance to change the future for good or bad. That's the oven. Now, just crank up the temp gauges and catch the cloud it makes. Says it's good to see you're still around. Now that the wiffle dust is secured, Lump's ready to yo-yo. His disco biscuits are known for their hullabaloo. Lump says he has a load of sweets re-ovened for you. Better get them while they're hot. Cukies, mookies, and the odd popper-dockerickle. He's happy to have something for everyone. Figures if the world ends, he would still cook over its ashes. Lump says he's always happy to help. Disco, disco! Here's what he can part with today. A done deal. Lump says he's always happy to help. Disco, disco. Says you should take it easy. This place is wonderful, but this isn't a vacation.